Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about Apple and Tesla. We're not talking about them separately, they're actually teaming up for something, which is really shocking. Stay with me on this one. Alright, so Tesla stocks has instantly jumped up today. What was the reason for it? Well, a few things. I don't think it has so much to do with Apple. Maybe they have contributed to it. So Tesla stock jumped up tremendously today. It's definitely went up from where it was a few days ago. Let's look at the 5 days. Back in the 5 days, it lowers at 594. Well, it definitely has went up significantly since then, since the March 30th. Which is only about 2 days ago. So what's going on here? Apple is actually using 85 of Tesla's lithium-ion mega packs for a project that will help power Apple's headquarters in California. That is huge. I'm not sure how the collaboration got in touch or how Apple decided to use Tesla's facilities in order to do this, but it's definitely a very huge collaboration between the two. Now, of course, some of you may not know, but I believe Elon Musk has tried to sell Tesla off to Apple at one time when it was only worth a couple, in the hundreds of mil, opposed to the current market cap of 647 billion. So huge price difference there. I'm going to also pull up the Apple stock. Apple has jumped back up a few dollars from the lowest since a few days ago as well. You can see here March 30th as well as 120. So the two of them has definitely brought some headlines back in and definitely made the stock jump up a little higher today. So that's going to be interesting to see. 130 megawatt hours and supply all the Apple's renewable energy in California. The project will store excess energy generated during the day and distribute it as needed. Interesting. Now, another factor may have contributed to Tesla's stock increase today was because of its Q1 delivery data as China rival Top's View. I'm not even sure what that meant. I had to understand that title for a quick second to realize that it made no sense to me. Tesla deliveries of 107,000 units, including 164,800 Model 3 vehicles and 53,000 Model SX vehicles. The total represent 92 increase from the year ago period, but a 6% decline from the last quarter. So they sold a lot, but it was not as much as they did last quarter. So expectations were definitely met to some extent, and that drove the pricing of Tesla again, obviously because it was in the headline. But as I was pulling all this information up, the downside to all this is that, again, Tesla is in the news negatively. And this was literally only 3 minutes ago as of today, April 1st. Not an April Fool's joke. Tesla on cruise control smashed into a tractor trailer in New Jersey, ripping off half its roof. It's the latest Tesla crash regulators are investigating. Don't know if it's human error, don't know if it's car error, software error, whatever error, but there's a problem. Because it just literally hit the news a few minutes ago. Don't know how this will reflect on the stock price itself, if anyone was injured. Let's see, the driver identified only as a 44-year-old man from Baltimore said he had the cruise control on when he momentarily lost focus on the road, causing the collision, police said. They determined the driver was distracted at the time of the crash. Okay, so it was not Tesla's self-automated driving assistant, whatever it is. I don't know the details of that because I do not own a Tesla. The only thing of Tesla that I own is the stock. So the car itself and the functionality, I know by watching and listening to interviews that there is an option to turn on and off that functionality where the car takes control or, a human still interacts with it.
The onus is on the pilot to make sure that the autopilot is doing the right thing. We're not yet at the stage where you can go to sleep and wake up at your destination. If we would have called it autonomous instead of autopilot if that was the case.
Right.
But what we are doing is making it a lot easier and more comfortable to drive the car and incorporating a lot of active safety features so that the car will stay in its lane, will automatically brake, will maintain a distance to other cars, will avoid highway barriers and other obstacles.
Of course, we're still going to get, car accidents because cars are not that sophisticated now to take over control and say, hey, I'm going to do everything for you. So obviously, just wording from this little paragraph sounds like the person who was driving was at fault, regardless if it was a Tesla that he had on cruise control or just a regular petroleum car that he was driving and set it on a cruise control. Because remember, when you're in cruise control, it just means like the gas is set to a level where it's consistent, but that doesn't mean your handling of the steering is omitted, meaning you still have to control the car to some extent, stop the car if necessary, slow down the car. Obviously, all those things come into factor. But just based on that little paragraph, it sounds like it was more human error than car error. It just kind of made headlines because it was a Tesla, right? We'll definitely keep an eye out on that. But in short, I think the main focus of this video was that, I'm more interested to find out more about the whole Apple and why they chose to use Tesla's solar farm to house their project. Maybe because they have such a huge presence there that, look at this. I mean, if we're just basing on picture, this little dot here, and I'll probably set a circle thing here, is a truck that's driving by. So this is a lot of acres of solar panel in sort of like the middle of nowhere practically. Definitely very interesting. I want to thank you guys for being here and joining me today when this quick recap of this story. More to look into, and I definitely probably would do a follow-up on finding out more about this collaboration. Thank you guys for being here again. Bye.